What's up everybody, it's Jake the Barber and I'm here at the Beardbrand Studio in Austin, Texas, and I'm here with my boy James, and today we're going to do the crop with a skin fade, and we are going to shape up the beard. So for this style, the first thing I'm going to do is wet down the hair. I kind of like to cut the top first for this style. Since it's worn forward, I'm just going to wet the hair. Now I really like to, when I wet the hair down, lay down the crown. And that way I'm not just chopping the crown off. I know what I have to leave longer and I know what I have to take shorter. I want to stay away from this area because I don't want to cut this too short by accident. For the crop, this is a really important area. You don't ever want to chop too much. So I'm just going to start over here on the side of the head. I'm going to take some length off. Not too much because this is a heavy look. Remember, staying behind the front. Just taking a little bit of length off as I go. And this doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to add a lot of texture to this haircut. So you really don't have to cut and then cross check and take up a lot of time making sure the whole top is even, because this is a really choppy, like rigid look. So now that I lost some length, I'm just going to go back. I want to comb super deep, and I'm going to have my fingers really low. And that way I can add nice big pieces of texture. So this is just how I do the front on these style haircuts. I'm gonna go in. After that's out of the way, I'm going to go back in with my shear, and I'm really just going to point cut this whole front, go back and forth a couple times, give this a more natural look. I'm just going to slide cut the top while I'm here and I have my shears out. And you really want to make sure you're opening and closing your shear while you're doing this, because if your shears aren't too sharp, this can be really uncomfortable for your client and it can pull hair. Now that that's over with, I'm going to put my 2 on. And I'm going to take this 2 pretty high. Just rocking it off the side of the head. I'm going to take my clipper all the way closed. And I'm going to take this fade pretty high, and I'm going to angle it a bit. So I'm going to start from the arch and then drop it down just a bit. I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm just going to get rid of this hair. I'm going to pull the ear down, make sure I get all these little hairs down here that like to hide right here. While I'm here, shake the corner up just a little bit. Got the shaver. Start at the bottom. And the reason I like to start at the bottom is because you see how powerful this tool is. This line right here is almost impossible to get out with anything else but what you put it in with. So, especially if you're using both heads, if you use one, it's a lot easier to fade it out. And you would just get this line out with the same way you would get a line out in a fade. You just want to flick your wrist and use the corners when you get up towards the top. But I really like to stay below this area so I have room to get this line out. When I get up towards here, I really just use the corners. And when I get up towards here, I really like to take a lot of the pressure off too. I apply a lot of pressure down here, and I apply a lot less pressure up here. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I get my clipper, I close it all the way, I put the half guard on, move the ear out of the way, go up almost an inch, and I follow the same pattern that I put in with the 2 initially and the skin line. I always want to keep the same pattern. Same shape, same pattern, and that way the fade will follow gradually. I'm going to keep on the same side. Take that off, the half off, open my clipper all the way up. I'm just gonna go right below that. Close it a little bit more. Close it all the way. Throw my 1 on, all the way open. I'm gonna go right below where I put the 2 in. Stay on this side. Close it a little bit. Close it a little bit more. Close it all the way. Just using my corners. I hear the hair cutting. But for this look, I like to give a really drastic, minimal transition fade. I like to go from super short to super heavy. So this, I'm definitely gonna need to use my corners. I'm gonna open it all the way back up. Little by little. I'm gonna take my guard off, and I'm just gonna use my corners. I'm gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. have both sides meet the back. I'm gonna go into where my half was. Take it up, same steps. And usually when I have this, when I'm putting my step in with the half, I always have the one in my hand, just so I can get right to it. Timing is a big thing for me. I like to stay on time. It's really important to my clients. You know, everyone has stuff to do. Nobody wants to wait around, so I don't like to take all day on a haircut. The one is on, it's all the way open. Going right below that too. Rocking my clipper in a C-stroke motion. Closing my clipper as I go down the fade. I'm just giving this U shape. So I'm going back and forth as I close my clipper. Close it a little bit more. All the way. I'm gonna open my clipper without any guards on it. I'm just gonna corner all this, poke some holes in the fade, break up any lines. So now I just have to blend the fade into the top. So before that, while I have my clipper in my hand, I'm just gonna taper out the sideburns while I have this tool in my hand. Just really delicate process, using the corners of my clipper. Not taking any big chunks out. Keeping the taper pretty high. Now before I get to the blend, I'm just gonna shape the beard up. Pretty average, pretty simple, nothing too crazy, nothing too sharp. Gonna get rid of some of these hairs. Take it off the lip. Hit the beard line with a little shot of hairspray. Put a straight razor. Let that dry while I blend the top. And you can see what needs to be cut. And I really like to use shear over comb for this. It's a very controlled technique. Whereas the clipper over comb, very unforgiving. It's a really delicate area. It's a lot easier to take a chunk out of the fade by accident. And I usually do the same thing I do while fading with shear over comb. I like to do one side at a time and then meet in the middle. I don't know if it's just a habit I developed. There's really no reason I do it. Because this technique is so slow anyway. It's not like I'm saving any time. I just like to do it. I guess it's a habit I picked up from fading that way as well. Just gonna add some final texture to the perimeter of the haircut. This is a really easy technique, just a shear over comb style texture. Just be careful you don't hit your comb with the shear. Now for this particular style, since it's not really long, I'm gonna apply the styling, evenly distribute it while the hair is still moist. Really want to get it in there. Since this haircut is really based on texture, I'm gonna hit it with the sea salt before I blow dry. Really hit it with the sea salt. This is gonna give a really nice finish. So now I'm just gonna finish it with blow dry. One hand I'm blow drying the other, working it through the hair. Ooh.
All right guys, stop. Before you watch our next video, let me tell you, our sea salt spray. This product is amazing for your hair. It gives movable texture. It's like a dry shampoo, so if you go in between days of washing your hair, it'll help your hair extend a little bit longer, and it smells absolutely amazing. Find it over at beardbrand.com.